So for today, we're going to be looking at the Heretical set for the Warlocks. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video and the shader video. They're both right here. You guys can check it out. And we've already done the Hunter and Titan video. They're both right here as well. Definitely check out the Hunter and Titan videos. I think both of them are really, really cool. If I'm being honest, I think the Titan one is my favorite just because the sets that I made, I'm just super passionate about. Warlocks, you guys are no different. You guys are going to be getting some sets in this one as well. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit that bell notification because that also does help. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to be using the helmet for the Heretical hood and the Heretical boots. For the actual exotic, we're going to be using the Nothing Manacles. For the chest piece, Scorn Baron robes, and then for the Bond, Blood Lineage Bond. So yeah, I actually think this was pretty decent. If there was something that I would switch out, it would most likely be the Heretical hood, and not the actual helmet. I think the helmet's fine. I would switch out the shader because I don't like the fact that the helmet has asymmetry with the shadering. That would be the only thing I would switch out because I do think the boots look pretty decent with this set. That being said, I still hate these boots. I think the design does not match the design of the actual other pieces from the Heretical set. I think it's just weird. But I do like the set quite a bit. This will definitely be a Heretical or a Nothing Manacle set that I have in my back pocket just because I do think it looks pretty decent. Just because of the fact that the Nothing Manacles does have chains as well. The Blood Lineage has chains, and then the actual chest piece has chains, obviously. The one piece I would switch out if I was like really being a nitpick is the Heretical boots. I'm just not the biggest fan of these boots. Just because, again, the design does not match the design of the other pieces. Does Scorn have boots like this? Yes, they do, but it doesn't match like the arms or the chest piece where it's like very like organic metal type of thing. Not like, oh yeah, this looks like some ironsmiths made this shit. Not, oh, this looks like molten metal that got like grown out of an enemy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. As for the next set, we're going to be using the Crown of Tempest exotic with the Diadem of Deceit ornament. For the actual Heretical piece, we're going to be using the gloves. I did talk about how I'm not the biggest fan of the gloves, and I still stand by that. That being said, with the Corrupting Echo robes, it goes kind of hard just because the Corrupting Echo robes it's very asymmetrical as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but the left side of the shoulder pad is actually deeper than the right side. Which is really cool, and the actual waist like carapace is also asymmetrical as well. So when it comes to that, it looks really, really cool for the boots, carapace boots, and then for the Bond Cursed Arcana Bond, just because I think it looks really cool with this. Shader wise, Crucible Alizarin is what we're using just because I think it looks really good, and I needed a red in there because of the actual Diadem of Deceit. The crown, there's like red pieces there. It doesn't change color, so that's like a big negative for me. Overall, I don't think this set's bad by any means. Will it be a set that I use for Diadem of Deceit? Most likely. It's not the best set that I've made for Diadem of Deceit, but it's decent. Like, it's actually pretty good now that I'm like really looking at it. I would probably just switch out the shader. Crucible Alizarin is dope. But there's some things that I don't like about it. That being said, I don't see a lot of it. Crucible of Alizarin has really bad off coloring where it kind of looks like the metal's like rotting almost. It looks really gross, but I don't see it a lot in this, so I probably would just still keep this shader. Let me know what you guys think about this one. As for the next set, we're going to be using the Heretical Tabard for this one, and for the actual exotic, we're going to be using the Necrotic Grips with the Chimera Sting ornament. So I actually like this one like a lot because it looks very much like a Wizard King type of thing. Specifically, Hood of the Taken King is really good for this. Resonant Fury boots is really good, and then unfortunately Ancestral Bond with Groovadelic, which I'm pretty sure Bungie will fix this because they like to fuck up our fun. Yeah, this set gives off very much like a Witch King vibe, and I think this looks really, really cool. The shader, Groovadelic is such a good shader for this. To be fair though, if you really wanted to go that extra mile, you can definitely use like a hive shader. A hive shader would probably look a little bit better because it would look like a hive / Scorn look, which I think would go really hard. Now that I think about it, if you did go for a specific hive shader, then you could use the Necrotic Grips, the base look for it, so that way you can have that green glow, and then you can use the it's the bond from the last set. Hold on, the Corrupting Echo Bond, because the corrupting echo bond and the necrotic grips have that same green. That would be really cool. That's a combo I've done in the past, and that would be really, really cool, because then at that point you definitely look like a Scorn Witch King type of thing, which would go pretty fucking hard now that I think about it. And then last but not least, probably the weakest set here for the exotic Secant filament with the Revenant tracery ornament, and the actual heretical piece is going to be the heretical bond. So this is kind of like the dumbest way to use this bond, but it's specifically because I'm using Dawnsinger robes, and the Dawnsinger robes has the fire coming out. I just thought it would be cool when if the fire was coming out of that like heretical bond. That I think that was just like my main focus. Like, oh, that literally is it. And I think it's such a stupid reason. For the helmet, Scaldic Chant hood, and then for the arms, Plaguebreaker gloves. For the shader in Carminica, specifically because Carminica has an orange glow. And I don't think this is a bad set. I just don't like the bond personally. I've said this in the review video, but the pieces that actually attach to the torch, you guys will see like two pieces of metal that attach to it. The bottom and top part, I feel like are too much. Maybe slim them down or just take them off. I think that would alleviate like 80% of my annoyance with this bond, just because it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. So maybe make it a little bit smaller, or just take like maybe the top part out, or maybe shrink the top part a little bit more. I think that would make it way better. But this set is not bad by any means. It's pretty decent. It's definitely not a Secant filament set that I'm going to be like, oh, this set I'm going to go for, because I've made some way better sets for Secant filaments. So specifically with the Revenant tracery, like I've made some bitchin' sets with that. So this is definitely going to be one of those, like, I tried my best. I just didn't really care to like really go all out with this one. So I do apologize, Warlocks. It's just that you guys did get some pretty terrible pieces, if I'm being quite honest. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with these as well. Not as much fun as the Titans and Hunters, granted, because I do think some of these pieces are not that great. But I still would recommend you guys to pick them up, because I do think it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Because I think this is like what technically our second not hives, our second Scorn sets that we've got. Not sets, because the first one we got is just chess pieces, specifically the Scorn Baron robes for the Warlocks. So it does help to get more pieces of an enemy type, because you might never know in the future we might get more, like specifically maybe a new dungeon will have some Scorn pieces, and then you can combine it with the heretical sets. That's kind of like where my head goes when I see enemy inspired armor, is the fact that like once you get it, you're just gonna start to build up on it. So yeah, that's why I recommend it. There's a few things I want to talk about. Specifically, I want to talk about Destiny 3 specifically. If we ever do get it, I really hope Bungie gives us the option to take all of our armor and basically put it in Destiny 3. And I know some people are like, oh, that would be too hard. To be fair, was it PoE 2, it just came out, is basically doing what I am asking for. They're taking all of the fashion from PoE 1 and putting it in PoE 2, and you can use them both. Like if you buy something in PoE 2, you can use it in PoE 1. So there really is no, and when I say PoE, I specifically mean Path of Exile 2 and 1. So yeah, that's like the thing that I really wanted to talk about, and I will most likely make a bigger video on that, expanding my thoughts on it, because it's gonna suck donkey dick if we get a Destiny 3 and all of the armor from Destiny 2 doesn't like go to it, because I would not want to have to build up all of that armor again and have to spend all of that money. That's kind of like where my head goes. So I want to talk about that. There's other things I want to talk about, specifically like I don't know, it's really rough because there's a lot I want to talk about, but there's also a lot of other things I want to do as well. So it's just one of those, like, I don't have enough time to do what I want to do. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point, because I know a lot of people don't. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help the channel a lot. And I don't say that because, oh, every YouTuber said it. It really does help the channel, helps with the algorithm, helps find newer people as well. And the only way for me to actually make the channel grow is for me to post like every day, which is not realistic, especially for a game like Destiny 2, where a lot of the new stuff is really slow to get picked up. So yeah, Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Be safe. I will see you guys later.